What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so sorry about the inactivity from yesterday. I had some things come up, but I will have a lot of content coming for you today on YouTube and the Patreon for those who signed for the Patreon. So yesterday, of course, was game one of the 2025 Eastern Conference Finals between the New York Knicks and the Indiana Pacers. And this game one, in a playoffs where the action has been unbelievable. It's probably one of the best playoffs that I've seen. And we've had some good playoffs as of late, but this might be overall the best playoffs that I've seen in about 6 years, I would give it. 6 years. But the Pacers, who have had some improbable victories. One comes to mind against the Bucks when the Bucks blew something like a 7 or 8 point lead with 40 seconds to go. One comes to mind with the Cavaliers, who were heavily favored to make it to the finals out of the East. They came from behind. They blew multiple leads. But this one was damn near impossible. How impossible? Well, up until last night, since detailed stat tracking had been done since the 97-98 season. So maybe it happened before, though I doubt it because of the lack of three-point shots before that time period. But since 1997, teams that had at least a 14-point lead with at least 2 minutes and 45, 2:45 remaining in the fourth quarter and under. Teams that had a 14-point lead were 994-0 since then. The Pacers now have made it 994-1. Unbelievable finish. Nesmith turned into Reggie Miller down the stretch of the game. This was a game that the Knicks should have won. It looked like the Knicks had this game in the bag. It looked like this should have been theirs. But Jalen Brunson went to the bench, and immediately the Pacers went on an unbelievable run. I think his name is Aaron Nesmith. Aaron Nesmith scored 30 points. I think this is a playoff career high for him. I'm not certain of that. I definitely believe, I'm not mistaken, I think this is a high for these playoffs. 9 of 13 from the floor, 8 of 9 from three-point range, including, I think, down the stretch, 5 three-pointers in a row. 4-4 at the line, 2 blocks, 30 points. Pascal Siakam, 17 points, 6 rebounds, 2 steals, 3 of 5 from three-point range. Miles Turner, 14 points. Tyrese Halliburton, 12 of 23 from the floor. Only 4 of 12 from three-point range. But actually, it wasn't a three. He thought it was a three. He shot what he thought was a three-pointer to send the game in, to win the game down the stretch in the regulation. But ultimately, that three-pointer was ruled a 2, so it sent the game into overtime. But just with that, the Pacers, they're just never out of a game, man. This is what I recognize in them going back to the Bucks series. Yeah, last year they did benefit from injuries, but this Pacers team has been playing on a whole nother level since, I would say, late February of this year. And I think that you could argue that they've been probably in the second half of the season, one of two or three best teams in the league. Now that the Cavaliers are out of it, one of the two best teams in the league, the other one being the Thunder. And I think that the NBA Finals is going to be Thunder versus Pacers. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe it's going to be Timberwolves versus Knicks, or it might be Thunder versus Knicks, or, whatever. But the Pacers, they're the real deal, man. Halliburton, 31 points, 11 assists. Nembhard, I thought it was a Nembhard, I think it is. 15 points on 6 of 10 shooting. And McConnell had 10 points. And Toppin had 10 rebounds in this game. The Pacers shot as a team 51% from the floor. They scored 51 field goals in this game. 51 field goals. 51. 26 of those 51 field goals came on assist. They were 15 of 37 from three-point range, 21 of 28 at the free throw line. The Knicks shot 40 free throws, but they hurt themselves by missing 12 out of 40 of those threes. The Knicks themselves converted on 48 field goals. 24 of those field goals came on assists. OG Anunoby, 16 points, but just 2 of 8 from three-point range. Josh Hart had 8 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists. Karl-Anthony Towns, a big game from him, 35 points, 12 rebounds, 11 of 17 from the floor, 4 of 8 from three-point range. Mikal Bridges, 16 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 8 of 16 from the floor. Jalen Brunson, a huge game, although he did not shoot well from outside, only 1 of 6. He was 15 of 25 overall, 12 of 14 from the line, 43 points, 4 assists. As a team, the Knicks also shot 51% from the floor, but they're only 11 of 34 from three-point range. And just down the stretch, this is a game that really the Knicks, like I said, the Knicks should have won this game. The Knicks should be 1-0. And I don't know how this series is going to progress, but this might be a situation where this loss could come back to haunt the Knicks. Ghosts of Knicks past have reverberated around New York City as far as not another situation where somehow defeat was reached, you know what I'm saying, despite the fact that it looked like New York it's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Somehow defeat was reached out of the jaws of victory. So it's just another situation, man. The Knicks led by 14 points with 3 minutes to go in regulation. Think about that. 14-point lead with 3 minutes to go. But that's what the three-point shot gets you in today's NBA. Teams are almost never out of it totally. You damn near have to have a 25, 30-point lead to feel relatively safe. Because now with anything under 20 points, if there's like at least a 3 or 4 minute cushion, anything can happen. So now, to me, the Knicks have to win game 2. And I say have to because I'm not saying the Pacers can't win. I can't say the Knicks can't win in Indiana, but man, you don't want to just keep blowing home games. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be in a situation like Cleveland where you dropped both games at home and then went to Indiana and dropped 1 or 2. You don't want to be in that situation. So the Knicks have to go out there and win game 2 and then try to regain home court advantage with a victory on the road. But anyway, that's all I got to say about it. Tell me what you guys think.